Hello everybody, this is a class for you all to practice at home while during this period we can't have any classes, and all the stuff in the class should be familiar to you. So find yourself a space in your home somewhere where you won't be disturbed. Set up your mat and your blocks and your blanket and switch on. Hari Om Tat Sat. Let's sit quietly now and center ourselves. Have your eyes closed and your hands in Chin Mudra, and bring the awareness to the breath. And with each out breath, send the breath carrying the prana, the energy, down your spine, asking your hip joints to relax, and the muscles in the lower back and the upper legs as well. Gradually breathing into this posture, feeling the body relax into the posture with each out breath. And as that happens, you may find that your spine begins to lengthen upwards, all the way up, through the neck into the head, shoulders relaxed, and the chin tucked back. Breathing into this posture. And in a moment, we'll chant the mantra Om 3 times, followed by the Shanti mantra, the peace mantra. Think of Om, the universal cosmic sound, as a bridge from the external world into the inner focus that we need in a yoga class. So breathing in now. Now we'll chant the peace mantra, calling for harmony between student and teacher, and we'll do it as call and response. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahanao Bhunaktu, Sahanao Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahe, Sahaviryam Karavavahe, Tejasvinava Ditamastu, Tejasvinava Ditamastu, Ma Vidvisha Vahe, Ma Vidvisha Vahe. All together. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. And as the vibrations fade away, moving mindfully, please lie down in Shavasana, the relaxation pose. the upper back well spread out, the arms rolled out away from the side of the body, palms turned upwards, legs rolled out right from the side. Back of the neck nice and long with the chin tucked down. Eyes softly closed. And for the reading for this class, I'm going to read St. Teresa's prayer, which is suitable for you, for everyone, whether or not you have a religion, because I think it applies so well to this present time where we're all anxious and having to change so many things in our lives. May today there be peace within. May you trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of this inner faith. May you use those gifts that you have received and pass on the love that has been given to you. May you be content knowing you are a child of the universe. Let this presence settle into your bones and allow your soul the freedom to sing, to dance, and to love. Now, wherever you are in your house now, I want you to visualize drawing a transparent curtain around you, creating your own special alternative space. And visualize yourself coming to the door of this room, wherever you are, and stop and bend down and take out of your head all those busy thoughts, all those worries and anxieties, all those lists of things you think you should be doing. Take them all out of your head and put them in a little peep just outside the door. Let go of them and now come into this special space, leaving behind the busy, noisy outside world. You will remain aware of it, but you will also feel that you've disconnected from it, so that you are absolutely free to focus on yourself, particularly your inner self, during this class. So let's tune into that inner awareness now. Go deep inside yourself, and then imagine stepping back to observe yourself, your body and your mind, in a detached way, a non-attached way, observing yourself, and while you're doing this, asking, how am I today, at this moment, physically, mentally, and spiritually? Having made a mental note of how your world is at this moment, now let's allow the mind to become still as well. And to do that, we bring all our awareness to focus just on one thing. In this case, focusing it on the natural breath and nothing else. Watching your natural breath. Observing the minute details of how the body breathes, how it moves as you breathe, how the air feels going in and out of the nostrils. Watching the breath and nothing else. And feel the mind becoming more still and quiet. So that now we're ready to begin our yoga practice. And we will begin by starting to take control of the breath instead of watching it. So start to slow down your breathing now. Begin to breathe only in the lowest part of your lungs, being aware that as you breathe in, your abdomen will rise all of its own accord, and as you breathe out, it will fall back towards the spine. Lengthening the breath without any strain to your lungs. Work at your own lung capacity as it is at this moment. Begin to make the in-breath and the out-breath equal in length. Something like in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, if you can. No force. And to help you lengthen your breath, you might like to do Ujjayi breath as well, where you take your awareness to the front of the outside of the throat, and that makes you automatically tighten the muscles in the windpipe, which narrows it and means you can sort of ration the breath coming in and out and extend it. Ujjayi breath, if you feel able to do it, with breathing in the lowest part of the lungs and equal in and out breath. Establish a nice steady rhythm. And this is the type of breathing to keep up throughout the class, if you can. Unless I'm asking you to do something different in the way of breathing, or one or two postures, particularly back bends, where the breath will come up into the upper lungs of its own accord. But this is your default breathing. So keeping it going now, bring your feet together and your arms beside the body, with the palms facing down. And we're going to synchronize some stretches within the rhythm of the breathing. So next time you breathe in, point your toes and take your arms up and over to reach the floor behind you, just at the end of the in-breath. As soon as you start to breathe out, bend your ankles, pushing your heels away, bringing your hands down to reach the floor just at the end of the out-breath. And continue in this way, stretching the front of the body as you breathe in, opening up the chest and the heart and lungs. And as you breathe out, by switching the angle of your feet, you'll feel the back and the backs of the legs lengthening. And at the end of this out breath, stop the practice and bend your knees up and have your feet and your feet and your knees hip width apart and the feet parallel, your arms straight and right up against the side of your body. And the next practice is Setu Bandhasana, the bridge posture. To protect your back whilst you're doing this, you need to have a pelvic tilt, and that's very easy to do. In this posture, you simply push your feet into the ground and your pelvis will tilt all by itself. So now as you breathe in, push down with your feet and lift up into the bridge. Keep your knees parallel. As you breathe out, roll down the back from the top to the bottom. Breathing in again, push down with the feet, lifting up. Breathing out, roll down the upper back, the waist, the buttocks, and the tailbone. One more time. And After this one, we're going to extend it a little. If you feel that your feet aren't near enough to your buttocks, bring them in as close as your body will allow. Push down with your feet as you breathe in and lift up. And hold the breath, hold the position while you breathe out. Then as you breathe in again, see if you can lift higher, chin and chest coming together. And then breathing out, roll down the back from the top to the bottom. And do 2 more of those. Breathing in, lifting up. Breathing out, holding the position. Breathing in, pushing up higher. Breathing out, rolling the back down. 1 more time. Breathing in, lifting up high. Keep the knees parallel. Hold the breath as you breathe out. Breathing in, push up higher. Breathing out, rolling the back down. Bring your knees onto your chest now. Now place your hands lightly on your knees with your fingers pointing away from you. Keep your big toes together, but take your knees wide apart. And then each time you breathe out, just allow the knees to be pulled gently towards your armpits. And as you breathe in, just relax that grip a little. Moving with the breath. So breathing out towards the armpits, breathing in, just relax, the arms will straighten. Breathing in and breathing out, down towards the armpits. Breathing in, straighten. This is an excellent counter pose for the bridge. Balancing the back. 1 more time. Then bring your knees together at the end of this breath. Bring your feet down, have them close together this time. Knees and ankles together. Clasp your hands on the front of the body now. Clasp your hands with your arms straight. Then as you breathe in, take the arms up and over, and at the same time widen your knees till the soles of your feet come together and the hands reach the floor at the end of the in-breath. Breathing out, bringing the arms back and the knees together so they come together just as the hands reach the thighs. And again, synchronizing the 2 movements within the rhythm of your equal in and out breath. This is Surya Pushpam, the sunflower opening and shutting. And then in this one, when you reach the open position, stay there. Bring your awareness to the breath, and with each out breath, send it to the shoulder joints and the hip joints, asking them to relax a little bit more, open a little bit more. So each time you breathe out, it's as if the whole body goes, ah. And then on your next out breath, synchronize, bringing the arms back and the knees together as before. Then moving mindfully, roll over onto your right side and come up into a kneeling position on your mat. And the next practice is Shankasana, which is going to work wonders on your abdominal muscles. So as you breathe in, take your arms up. As you breathe out, keeping your head and arms together, come forward till your forearms and your forehead are on the ground. Keeping your bottom on the floor if you can, so not on the floor, on your heels, or use a block as Zoe has just done. And then as you breathe in, you're going to engage those abdominal muscles and lift the head and the arms together. Breathing in, coming up, stretching up Breathing out, slowly bringing the arms down to the thighs. That's one round. Let's do it now again properly. Breathing in, arms coming up. Breathing out, keep the head and the arms level as you come down, bringing the forehead and the forearms to the floor. Work within your breath. Hold your breath out now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, engage those abdominal muscles. Lift one arm and then the other, coming up. Breathing out, arms down to the thighs. And we'll do one more. Breathing in, coming up. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Stay within the rhythm of your breath if you can. Holding the breath out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, coming up. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Then move forward, coming onto your tummy on the mat now, moving mindfully. This practice is called Sarpasana. Your forehead is on the ground and your hands are clasped on the back of the body. And it's going to work on the upper part of the back, that bit between the shoulder blades, which doesn't get much movement in yoga asanas. I'll describe first what you're going to do before we do it. On an out breath, you're going to tighten your buttock muscles and hold them tight. And then as you breathe in, straighten your arms, pulling the shoulder blades together, and then lifting the forehead, the nose, the chin and the chest up, keeping those arms pulled together so you're right up on your abdomen if you can, holding the breath in for 5, and then when it's time to come out, still keeping those arms tightened, you're going to roll down first the abdomen, the chin, the navel and the forehead, and then you can relax your arms. So let's have a go. As you breathe out now, tighten the muscles and straighten your arms, pulling the shoulder blades together, and then breathing in, lifting up. Hold the breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, rolling down chest, chin, nose, and then forehead, and then relax. You can keep your hands clasped, but just relax that tightness. And this is one of those occasions when your breath will move up into the upper lungs. So breathing out, tighten the buttocks, straighten the arms, pull them together. Breathing in, peeling the body off bit by bit, coming up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, rolling down. Not until you're down do you relax the arms. Lovely. Relax the arms down beside the body now. And then push your bottom up and bring it onto your heels, stretching your arms out in front of you now. And if your bottom's in the air rather than on your heels, the trick is to have your big toes together but your knees wide apart. And you get a lovely stretch on the back. Spread those fingers. And this is a good way of measuring for the next posture, which is Parvatasana, the dog. So on your next out breath, tuck your toes under and lift upwards and backwards into the dog with your knees slightly bent and your head between your arms and the weight back off your wrists. And if you feel like it, do some nice breathing. Breathing in with your nose, breathing out with a whoosh, and again. And feel it pull you into the posture, particularly if you do it quite forcefully. One more time. Lovely. And now either walk your hands towards your feet or your feet towards your hands to come into the standing forward bend. hold your elbows. Have your head in between your arms. Feet slightly turned in. Tip your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And each time you breathe out, imagine sending the breath all the way down your spine, asking it to lengthen. Stretching the spine with each out breath. And then place your hands on your buttocks. Breathing in, come up slowly. Push on your slightly bent knees so you don't use your back muscles. Now I'm going to ask Zoe to turn to face the garden, standing at this end of the mat with the feet in Tadasana and the hands in Namaste. And the next practice is Prasarita Padottanasana, lovely name. So as you breathe in now, take the arms wide and step the feet really, really wide apart. Lower the arms. Turn both feet in slightly in so that your weight is actually on the outside of the feet. That makes you quite stable. And this is an inversion. You've just done one. We're going to do another one now. So breathing in, lengthen up. Then as you breathe out, hinge forward at the hips, keep the legs straight. Begin to slide your hands down your legs. If you need to take another breath in and another breath out, do so. Coming down, keep within your breathing prism, right down, and bring your hands to rest. Shoulder width apart between your feet. Let your head go. Now, most of us lean backwards when we're doing this automatically. Now try and be very brave and tilt your tailbone up so that you lean forward ever so slightly. And that allows you to lengthen your spine a bit more. Now Zoe has her arms bent. That's lovely. So she's not stopping her back from lengthening. Keep your arms bent. Bring your awareness to the breath, and each time you breathe out, breathe down the spine, gradually stretching the back. Enjoying the experience of having fresh oxygen and blood coming to the brain, which is terribly good for you, so we're told. Also seeing the world from a different point of view. Tilting the tailbone upwards. If you can't reach the floor like this with your legs straight, it's sometimes helpful to have a couple of blocks under your hands or a couple of cushions. Try not to bend your knees if you can help it. And now move your hands forward now, keeping the head down. Start to zigzag the feet in towards each other until you come back into the standing forward bend. And then from there, put your hands on your buttocks. And breathing in, come up slowly. Lovely. Turning now to face along the length of the mat again, with the feet shoulder width apart. We haven't done a twist yet to loosen up the spine, so we're going to do Kati Chakrasana, the standing twist, where you take one hand to the shoulder, the back of the other hand to the small of the back, and the twist happens in your neck and your waist, so you try to keep your knees still. And so begin to swing your arms slowly, turning your head as you do that. building up speed if your spine is all right. If your spine's a bit dodgy, then keep it nice and slow. But otherwise, speed up and allow the straight arms to swing so you begin to slap yourself. Keep the head turning. Keep the knees still. Lovely. Lovely way of loosening up the spine. And begin to slow down. Coming to rest. The next standing practice is Dhanurasana, the archer pose. So come into Tadasana a little bit further back on the mat. You're going to use your imagination here. Imagine you're actually using one of those huge long bows that you need immense strength for to shoot arrows at some, I think it'd better be an inanimate target, not any living thing. So now step forward a big stride with your left foot. Perhaps not quite as big as that, that's it. Now reach forward with your hands and imagine that with your left hand you're holding the string of the bow. With the left hand you're holding the bow, with the right hand you're holding the string. Now you're going to engage all the muscles and really imagine that this is very, very difficult to do. As you breathe in, draw that string back, gradually opening up the whole body till your arm comes back and your fist is right beside your ear and the whole body is opened out sideways, and then breathing out, lovely. And again, grip the string, you need to grip it, tighten all those muscles up in your arms, open out the body towards the window, and that's it. Now really imagine that you're engaging the muscles all the way up your arms and in your chest. You'll feel the pectoral muscles tighten. And release, lovely. Lower the arms, step forward with the right foot and backwards with the left foot. And this time you're going to hold the bow, grip the bow with your right arm and the string with your left arm. And as you breathe in this time, begin to draw this immensely difficult and tight string back, opening out the body towards here. Keep your eye on the target and again, feel the whole body opening out towards this side of the room, and one more time. Excellent. Lower the arms now, step forward with the left foot. Have a shake out of the wrists and the ankles. One ankle at a time. The next practice is Hasta Uttanasana, which is very good for getting the lungs going, and it's a little bit of brain gym, right and left brain. So standing, facing towards the window, please, Zoe. And feet about shoulder width apart, and then cross your wrists in front of your body. There. This is called Hasta Uttanasana. So as you breathe in, watching your hands, raise them up above your head now. Keep looking at the ceiling as you breathe out, and take your arms out to shoulder level with the palms facing upwards. As you breathe in again, bring the arms up. Cross the wrists the opposite way this time, and watching your hands breathing out, coming down. You need to step back a little so you're right under the apex of the roof. That's right. Breathing in, arms going up, watching them, watching the ceiling as you breathe out, shoulder level. Breathing in, bringing the arms back, crossing them back the original way this time. Breathing out, watching the hands as you come down. That's one full round. We'll do one more. Breathing in, watching the hands coming up. Breathing out to shoulder level. Breathing in, bringing the arms up and crossing the wrists the other way. Breathing out, watching the hands as they come down. Breathing in, watching the hands as you go up. Breathing out to shoulder level. Breathing in, coming up, hands back the original way. Breathing out, coming down. Now staying at this end of the mat and stay facing that way, bring the feet into Tadasana and the hands into Namaste. Now breathing in, take the arms wide and step the feet a little bit wider than you would for the triangle. Lower the arms. This is Parsvakonasana, a lovely long side stretch. So turn the right foot out at 90 degrees now and check that the heel of that foot's in line with the instep of the other foot. And breathing in, take the arms wide. Breathing out, bend that right knee and bring your right forearm down to rest on that thigh. Lower the other arm onto your hip. And make sure the knee is really bent and you're really resting your weight there. Now pause a moment to open out your chest. Bring your left shoulder back. Now try and keep the body at that angle now as you continue, and you bring the left arm down across the body and the face. Comes up and the arm rests over the ear. Now, so keep your neck in line with the rest of the spine so your face will be turning forward. No, forward, to the left, that's it. Now, stretch right from the left heel to the left fingertips. Stretch, feel that whole body stretch. Beautiful. Breathing out down that stretched left side. Keep the head in line with the arm. So the arm should be in line with the head, that's it. And now coming out, you breathe out, swinging the arm down across the body and breathing in, coming up with both arms wide. Lower the arms. Turn the feet around the other way. Check that the heel and instep are in line. Breathing in, arms wide. Breathing out, bend the left knee and have the left forearm resting on that left thigh. The other hand down on your hip. Pause a minute to open out the chest, opening, bringing the right shoulder back. Now swing your right arm down across the body and the face, and it comes to rest over your right ear. And you're looking towards the window. And then stretch right through from the right heel to the right fingertips. Each time you breathe out, breathe down that stretched right side. And to come out, swing the arm down, push down on the knee, coming up with those arms wide, lower the arms. Turn the left foot in and step the feet together. And now it's time for our balance. We're going to do Vriksasana, the tree posture. It's a nice thing to do when you're doing the tree, to actually watch a tree if you wish to, if you're near a window, because the tree gives you the whole idea of balance, with securely rooted in the ground. It's very steady, but the top is allowed to sway a little in the breeze, but it's quite secure. So if you wish to look at a tree, you can turn to do that. Otherwise, standing in Tadasana, spread your toes out, really ground your feet, tuck your tailbone down. Nice steady breathing, and fix your gaze on something like a picture on the wall or a spot on the floor, and then begin to take your weight onto the right foot. Turn the left knee and the left hip out to the side and lift that foot up and press it against the side of your right leg, either above or below the knee, but please don't press against the knee. And if and when you're steady, we all have wobbles, you can bring your hands into Namaste. Keep breathing. Down first, and then your foot. Coming back into Tadasana. It's important to take your time to really ground your feet before you start. Fix your gaze again and steady your breathing. Begin to take your weight onto the left foot. Turn your right knee and your right hip out to the side. And then lift the foot and press it against the side of the left leg. If and when you're steady, bring your hands into Namaste. Try to have your thumbs pressing against the sternum, the breastbone. If you're having a wobbly day, please feel free to stand near to a wall or a table or something, so just a light touch is usually just enough to help you keep your balance. And bringing your hands down first, and then your leg. Have another shake out of hips and ankles, and prepare now for Surya Namaskar, the sun salute. Sometimes we do this with chants, but today we're just going to do it straight. And come to stand at the front of your mat in Tadasana. We're going to do 2 rounds. I will talk Zoe through the first round, just some little hints, although I think she knows it very well. And then the second round we'll do on your own. So standing in Tadasana, close your eyes. And visualize that you're standing on the beach early on a summer morning, just before dawn. Feel that incredible stillness that occurs just before the start of the day. Feel the cool, damp sand under your toes, and a little breeze ruffling your hair. Breathe in the fresh morning air and smell the smell of the sea. And maybe taste some saltiness on your lips. Hear the little waves rippling in, and hear the shh noise that they make as they recede. Hear a gull calling high up above, And look at the far horizon and see how light the sky is becoming, tinted with pink and gold, and the purple night clouds fading rapidly away. And there's the first little sliver of sun peeping above the horizon, sending a sunbeam across the water. And as you continue to watch, slowly, slowly the sun climbs up into the sky, bringing with it light and warmth and energy for the whole world. It also symbolizes your own inner sun. And we're going to greet both those suns now. So opening your eyes, and on your next out breath, come into Namaste. And breathing in, take the arms forward and up, and into a nice back bend. Breathing out, coming into a standing forward bend with the fingertips either side of the feet. Let the head go. Breathing in, right leg back into the lunge, looking up. Breathing out, back into the dog. Holding the breath out, knees, chest and chin on the floor. Breathing in, coming through into the cobra. Breathing out, back up into the dog. Breathing in, bring the left foot forward back into the lunge. Looking up. Breathing out, stepping forward into the standing forward bend. Breathing in, arms and head coming up together. Nice back bend. Back into Namaste, breathing out. Staying there, breathing in and out and in and out. And then breathing in with the arms coming forward and up into a lovely back bend. Coming forward, standing forward bend, head down. Breathing in, left leg back. Breathing out into the dog. Holding the breath out, knees, chest and chin on the floor. And tighten the buttocks, come forward into the cobra. Breathing out, back into the dog. Breathing in, bring the left foot forward into the lunge. Breathing out, stepping forward, head down. Breathing in, coming up into the back bend. Breathing out, hands together, coming back into Namaste. And I apologize for the fact that I said bring the left foot forward then, it should have been the right. And now Zoe, you do one more round on your own. Left foot back. The dog. Now knees, chest and chin. And the cobra. Back into the dog. Right foot forward. Moving mindfully, lying down in Shavasana. It's important to do a couple of minutes at least of relaxation after the sun salute to allow the body to consolidate the stretches and the practices you've been doing. And spend that 2 minutes while the body sorts itself out, observing in a non-attached way the physical and the mental effects of the practice, just observing them. Now bring your feet together. Place your hands under your waist, palms down. Point your toes to the ceiling, and with them in that position, push down on your hands and come to sit up. And prepare for pranayama, followed by yoga nidra. If you've taken off jumpers and socks, you might want to put them on at this point, because when we go into yoga nidra, our temperature and our metabolism slows down and our temperature drops. So although you feel quite warm now, you might feel cold later. Coming into a comfortable sitting or kneeling position for pranayama, or if that doesn't suit you, a chair will do. The main requirement for pranayama is that you're comfortable and have a straight back. If you're uncomfortable, then you really can't focus on the breathing. We're going to do Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing today. So if you'd like to bring your right hand into Nasikar Mudra with the forefinger and middle finger pressed into the palm of the hand. If that's not easy for you, some people prefer to do it with the forefinger and middle finger pressed against the eyebrow center. So pressed into the palm of the hand. That's it. And you're going to work, if you want to do it with your that's it, it's the same two fingers. In either case, you're using the thumb and the ring finger to close the nostrils alternately. So just bring your right hand down at the moment and relax it on your right knee. Your left hand is on your left knee with no mudra. Close your eyes and let's just first of all get and establish a nice rhythm of breathing. Nice abdominal breathing. Settle into the posture with the breath. Be aware that as you breathe in, the abdomen will move forward. As you breathe out, it'll move back towards the spine, all of its own accord. Bringing the in-breath and the out-breath to an equal length. And begin to establish a count in your breath. If you can, please establish in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. We're going to use the count to help us do some Savitri rhythms with breath retentions. Establishing nice, steady rhythm. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to begin the practice, and the ratios we're going to breathe in will be 1, 2, 2, 1. In other words, you will breathe in for 4, hold the breath in for 8 with both nostrils closed, breathe out for 8, and hold the breath out for 4. So I'll talk you through the first round. Now bringing your right hand up to close your right nostril, breathing in through the left, 2, 3, 4, close both nostrils, hold in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, open the right nostril, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, close both nostrils, out, 3, 4, open the right nostril again, in, 2, 3, 4, close for 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, open left, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, close, 2, 3, 4, open left, in, 2, 3, 4, and continue in that way. Continuing the practice with the rhythm of breathing in for 4, holding in for 8, breathing out for 8, holding out for 4. If you're able to, have your awareness at Brumadya, the eyebrow center. Keeping the spine straight so that you can breathe in the lowest part of the lungs. next time you breathe out at the left nostril and then hold the breath out at the end of a round there, finish the practice and sit quietly with the eyes closed, always taking the odd moment to observe the effects of practices that you do. When you feel ready, open your eyes and prepare, moving gently for the practice of Yoga Nidra, making sure that you'll be warm and comfortable. Yoga Nidra is both a physical relaxation for the body and a meditation for the mind. It's a very powerful practice. It's really important to stay still. So make sure you're going to be warm and comfortable. Lying in Shavasana, having the upper back well spread out, the arms rolled out away from the sides of the body with the palms upwards, legs rolled out right from the hips, the back of the neck nice and long with the chin tucked down and the eyes softly closed, lips gently touching. Inside the mouth, the tongue is relaxed behind the teeth. The teeth are slightly apart. The jaw is soft. Forehead is smooth. And the skin on top of the scalp soft and relaxed. Run the awareness around the body now. And if you find any areas of tightness or tension, send your out breath down to those parts of the body, asking them to relax. If you have any real discomfort, and only if you do, please adjust your position now. And after this, there should be no more movement. And say to yourself, I'm awake, I'm aware, I'm going to practice Yoga Nidra. And Yoga Nidra begins now. Become aware of the whole body lying on the floor. Run the awareness around the body and become familiar with its shape and size and form. Become aware of those parts of the body which are touching the floor, and those parts of the body where there is space between the body and the floor. With the mind's eye, draw a black line on the carpet all the way around the outline of the body. Familiarity with the whole body lying on the floor. And say to yourself, I'm awake, I'm aware, I'm practicing Yoga Nidra. Bring the awareness now to the breath, watching the breath coming and going. With each out breath, let go of any remaining tension anywhere in the body. Breathing out and letting go. And feel the body becoming softer and heavier with each breath. take the awareness to the top of the head. And with each out breath, run the awareness down from the top of the head to the tips of the toes, breathing out all the way down the body. Begin to synchronize this with sounding the mantra Om silently in your head. Om all the way down the body with each out breath. At the end of the next out breath, let go of this practice. And now comes the Sankalpa, the resolution. If you have one, please repeat it now, silently in your head, 3 times with awareness and feeling. And now the rotation of awareness. I'm going to name the different parts of the body in succession, and you have 2 things to do. Firstly, to repeat my words silently in your head, and secondly, at the same time, to become aware, to feel that particular part of the body. Starting with the right hand. Right hand thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, waist, right hip, thigh, kneecap, back of the knee, shin, calf muscle, ankle, top of the foot, sole of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. And now the left hand. Left hand thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, waist, left hip, thigh, kneecap, back of the knee, shin, calf muscle, ankle, top of the foot, sole of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Right heel, left heel, right buttock, left buttock, small of the back, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eye, left eye, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, left ear, right nostril, left nostril, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, tongue, both lips together, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, center of the chest, abdomen, navel, groin. the whole right leg, whole left leg, both legs together, whole right arm, whole left arm, both arms together, the whole spine, the whole of the back, the whole front of the body, the whole head, and once again experience the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. And say to yourself, I'm awake, I'm aware, I'm practicing Yoga Nidra. And bring the awareness to the breath again. And visualize that your breath starts at your left hand and travels all the way up your left arm, right up to the eyebrow center, and then breathing out from the eyebrow center all the way down the right arm to the right hand. And then breathing in again from the right hand all the way up to the eyebrow center, and breathing out once again back down the left arm to the left hand. So it's in up the left and out down the right. In up the right, out down the left. And continue in this way, breathing up and down the two sides of this energy triangle you've created between your two hands and your eyebrow center. Now let go of this practice and take your awareness into the eyebrow center, looking through there into the dark, friendly space behind the forehead, which we call the Chitakasha, the mind screen, a vast, infinite space, and step into this space. Look all around you. Far away in the distance, there's a tiny pinprick of light. Begin to walk towards it. As you walk towards it, it becomes bigger and brighter. Now getting very close, you can see that it's a little candle burning. And now right up close there, in your eyebrow center, is this little candle flame flickering gently. Looking at the wick, see the white and the blue part of the flame. And then round that, the yellow. And beyond the actual flame itself, a lovely orange glow. And the more you watch this glow, the bigger it becomes, a golden cloud of energy, of light. And it expands so that it wraps itself round the whole of your body. And you lie there cocooned in this golden cushion of pure warmth and energy. And allow this light and energy to flow right through your body, from your head down to your fingertips and toes, bringing with it healing energy. Particularly send the energy to parts of the body which maybe are not working terribly well at the moment. Bringing well-being and health to your whole body. Allow the energy into your mind now, filling your whole mind, bringing with it a sharper mind, more creativity, artistic levels, imagination, filling the mind with golden energy. And now allow the golden energy and the light into your heart, filling your heart, giving yourself a warm, kind, generous heart, one that is capable of loving yourself first and foremost, and all those around you. Allow the golden light and energy to permeate every level of your being. Feel its warmth and its healing qualities, wrapped all around you and within you. And now come back into the eyebrow center and find the little candle flame burning there again. And as you watch it, remember your sankalpa, your resolution, using the same words that you used at the beginning of the practice. Repeat it again now, silently in your head 3 times with faith and feeling. Now become aware once again of your physical body. Start to bring yourself gently back into the external world. To find your body lying, breathing on the yoga mat. Feel the contact with the floor and the touch of your blanket and your clothes. Become aware of sounds again. Become aware of where you are, here in this yoga room, in this video, or in whatever room you're in. Become aware of your surroundings, relocating yourself. Begin to breathe a little more deeply. Take your awareness down to your toes and begin gently to move the toes and to tense and release the leg muscles. Take your awareness down to your hands and begin gently to move your fingers and to tense and release your arm muscles. Turn your head gently from side to side. And then stretch out in whatever way feels good to you. Stretching, yawning and releasing. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. When you're ready, bend your knees and roll over onto your right hand side, and from there gently push yourself up with your left hand. Keep your body relaxed and come into a comfortable sitting position for a very short meditation. And once again, if you find it difficult to sit still without some support, certainly make use of blocks and cushions, or kneel, or even a chair. You can't meditate if your body is distracting you. So coming into your comfortable position, bring your hands back into Chin Mudra, close the eyes, and bring the awareness to the breath. Allowing the body to settle into breathing. Now introduce Ujjayi breath if you can. Throat breathing, taking the awareness to the throat and allowing those muscles to tighten a little to create that little hissing vibration in the throat. Tucking the chin back helps us to do this a little. Now begin to imagine that you're breathing from your navel up the front of the body to the throat. And you're breathing out from the throat all the way back down the front of the body to the navel. Breathing in from the navel up to the throat. Breathing out from the throat down to the navel. And continue in this way with Ujjayi breathing, breathing up and down this psychic energy channel that you've just created on the front of your body. Breathing up and down the energy channel between the navel and the throat. And we're going to introduce the mantra So Hum now, universal mantra. In your head, next time you breathe in, chant the mantra So. So. And as you breathe out, hum. So. Hum. Synchronizing the breath, the movement up and down the channel between the navel and the throat with Ujjayi breath and the mantra So Hum. Continue with the practice. Ujjayi breath. Breathing between the navel and the throat. And the mantra So Hum. If you find that your mind has wandered at all, just gently pull it back into the mantra and the energy channel. We all have monkey minds that go off at tangents. When you notice it, just gently bring it back to the practice. And now allow the mantra to fade away and the energy channel, and relax the throat. Begin to become aware of where you are. Become aware of the body sitting on the ground. Feel the contact with the floor. Your hands in the mudra. The contact of your eyelids and your lips. Become aware of sounds in your immediate environment again. Gradually pulling yourself back into the outside world. Keep the eyes closed now and bring the palms of your hands together, rubbing them vigorously to create some heat. And then place the palms of the hands over your closed eyes and allow that heat to soak into the eye sockets. Keep the eyes closed and rub the hands together again. Feel them getting really hot. It's the palms of your hands you're running together, not the fingers. And then place them over your eyes again. This time open your eyes into the darkness and feel the eye itself, the eyes themselves, soaking in the heat. And begin to let a little bit of light in through the fingers. And some more, gradually bringing your hands away. Running your hands around your body, down your arms, onto your body, down to your bottom, round your legs and down to your feet, and then connect your palms with the ground, grounding yourself, feeling back in the external world. Hari Om Tat Sat. I hope you enjoy this class and find it useful until such time that we can meet again.
Thank you.
Thank you.